What's going on, guys? I hope I can get this recording to work. I've been messing around with audio issues and just it's a whole mess. I don't really want to bore you guys with all that stuff. A lot of people don't care. So, I'm hunting Mizutsune in this hunt, as I'm sure you could probably tell from the title, as I'll more than likely put it in there. Mizutsune is probably one of my more favorite monsters in Generations Ultimate. I've heard from a couple people that evidently they don't, or at least from people coming over from Worlds, they don't like the older style of Worlds from Worlds to Generations Ultimate or any of the older games. I prefer the older style, actually. I actually find it really fun. I've been enjoying myself quite extensively. I'm not even in high rank yet, and I've been having a blast. I kind of want to get some of the other older games, but I know they're all on handhelds, which is kind of why I haven't. Because the first Monster Hunter game I actually ever played was Try for the Wii. I went to my friend's house and he played it. He played Monster Hunter a lot, and he still does. And he said, "Hey, have you ever tried this game? It's called Monster Hunter. It's really fun." He told me the premise of it, what you do, and it sounded really cool. And then we played some arena matches, right? Because it was the local play, and I had so much fun. I was awful at it, but it was a lot of fun. And I liked it so much, I actually went out and I bought. Okay, I got hit by that when I shouldn't have. I actually went out and I bought Monster Hunter Try for my Wii, like, within that same week. If he jumps, I'm going to okay. But we never played, he never showed me the story, right? Or the campaign. Gosh, I'm so bad. But he never showed me the solo version. And so I just had no idea that it was so grindy. And at the time, I was in junior high, and I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy the grind, but I loved fighting the monsters. And, oh wow, how did that happen? So I kind of didn't play too much of it. That was just bad. I'm not fully focusing on playing. Oh. I'm not this bad, I promise. He's doing the whip a lot. Like, a lot more than he normally does. But as I was saying, yeah, I didn't like the grind because I was younger. I don't know, I just wasn't into that style, right? And then when Worlds came out, I was like, oh, this sounds like fun. And I fell in love with it. I have almost 500 hours in the game. I was 2 months late after it initially released, too. And I still have 500 hours in that game. That's a lot of time invested in. I stopped playing, like, hardcore around the time the summer festival started. So, like, 3 days in, I think. I still play every couple days, but it's not, I'm not interested in other monsters as much, because I've damn near hunted most of them to the brink of extinction. My friends don't play the game as much. Even before Generations came out, they just kind of stopped. So it was mostly just me. I tried hunting online a couple times. It was fine, but people tended to cart more when I played. You know, not everyone obviously, right? But there were a lot more people carting than I expected. That's for sure. They were nice though. You know, some of them were nice. In every online game, there's always toxic people, right? You're never gonna get around that. I've played League of Legends for 5 years now. I know toxicity in games. I know it is, and it's always gonna be that way, unfortunately. Is he? Oh, he's got me. It shouldn't hit me from over here, right? Oh, wow. I actually thought it would... I didn't know it had a range cap to it. Normally when he shoots it at me, he shoots it kind of at an angle on the ground. So it hits the ground before it goes out too far. That's interesting. Huh. Well, I mean, you learn something new every time you hunt a monster, right? Or almost every time. I've hunted this guy a lot. Like I said, I'm not even in high rank. And I've hunted Mizutsune, Gameth, and Lagi a lot. Lagi, not as much. That was a bad time to take a potion. I need his tail. No, I need Lagi's tail. That's what I need. Can I get a cut off this? Nope. Man, I'm just doing so bad. Is it because I'm commentating on a lot and my brain's not as fully but my brain's not as fully focused on gameplay as much? Is that what it is? I believe it's called the commentator's curse. I mean, I'm sure you get used to it after a while, right? Oh, he's gone. Yeah. I'm sure after a while you get used to it, but I didn't have... I guess I did have that problem in Worlds as well. Not that I really needed it for the bubble, to be honest, because, you know, I'm wearing full Mizutsune armor. Unfortunate. Oh, he's hunting. He's gonna go 5, right? Because that's where Mizu sleeps. He should go to 5. Let's get him up. Yeah, okay, good. I didn't bring anything to capture him with, unfortunately. I want to make his gunner set as well, because I like using the bow, and I want to get into the bow guns. Especially some, like, I really like Gameth's bow gun. Oh, right, I cut his tail off. Not that I need it. I have a lot of Mizu tails, but, you know. Extra parts never hurt. I don't know if the tails from low rank help with high rank armor. I'd assume yes. Because I don't see why they wouldn't, right? Like, one... Well, I mean, I guess at the same time... Most stuff you get from monsters don't switch. Oh, right, he went to 6. Man, I am just... Oh, he's leaving now. Okay, that's fine. Let me hit you one more time. Just to make sure you're weak. I shouldn't have waited that long. I'm not going to capture him anyway, so I might as well just fight him. I completely blanked. That's my bad. I haven't gotten a single mount, either. Then again, I haven't really been going for mounts, have I? Mounting's a lot different. in Gen, or in the older versions, than it is in Worlds. Oh, that wasn't... I wasn't even thinking about that move. But I both like and hate the older version of mounting. I like that it's harder to get mounts. Oh, he's gonna break that. But I also don't like the fact that it's a lot harder to stay on the monster. I don't mind that you don't have the little flashy finisher at the end of the mount. I don't care about that, but when the monster's pissed, it is hard to stay on that monster sometimes. It is ridiculously hard. Or I'm just bad. Probably that. That's probably what it is. Also, a little fun fact for some people is that if you capture a monster and you just stand there and you listen to the game, you can hear it snoring. Some of the monster snores sound so cool, and I think it really breathes life and character into the monsters. You can't do it as much in Gen Ulti as you can in Worlds, because in the older style games, monsters typically attack on sight, right? Or pretty damn near close to it. But if you get like a stealth set or something, I don't even know if that would work very well, but if you just follow a monster around and you just watch them live their routine, right? Their daily life. It's really cool. In Worlds, you could do it with a lot of monsters, and you didn't need any stealth stuff, right? It worked fine, because a lot of them don't attack on sight. Even when you're hunting them, even a lot of Elder Dragons, they don't give a fuck. You could run up right to them, and they don't care. And it's just fascinating to see them do what they do. How they hunt, how they walk, how they fly. You know, how some of them, they... Like the Great Jagger just runs up to it, eats it, right? Eats it whole. Anjanath picks things up and smashes them on the ground and eats it, right? That's so cool. A lot of things in Worlds people have been saying are easier, and I agree. But at the same time, with Worlds, I think it's more about looking at the world and the monsters, seeing them in a more realistic perspective, right? In Generations Ultimate, everything's more stiff moving. When they turn to you, it's not like they're running at you and they're turning as they move. They kind of go straight, right? Pretty much all movement abilities, they go straight. Every movement they have is straight to some degree. Like, they'll spin, right? But it goes forward. And in Worlds, that's not the case. And so you see more fluidity in their movements. You see more realism in their movements. I don't think Worlds is necessarily about the game as much as it is about the Monster Hunter world itself, which I think is it's cool. It's definitely cool. But I've been rambling far too much. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.